Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. My bee mentor came out today, so we're going to open the hive, just take a look, see how they're looking, and prepare more of the hive to go into the winter with. So yeah, wait and watch this, guys. It's awesome. I love bee stuff.
Let's see what we got. We're awful busy today. Awful busy. This time of year, you honestly never know what you're getting into. You know, it's been nice and warm, so there's not a whole lot of them for them to feed on outside of here. But they'll get out flying, getting some more water. That's a good sign. There's no hive beetles on top.
Okay, I like that.
Just a little bit.
Looks like got that sealed back up pretty good, tight.
Well, it doesn't take them long, does it?
No, it don't.
Couple hive beetles. Real quick. Well, what do we got? Looks like we still got some empty ones on this side, so then they didn't get it all the way filled up, but it's not that big a deal.
Not to panic yet.
No. Hopefully, I know you guys have been really good at keeping this first year colony fed. So
yeah, they've slowed down a lot on the feed.
So that's what I'm hoping, that most of what the comb that they've got has got feed in it. That's the hope here. Still, just because it's going to be you just don't want to lose them, so we're still going to put a candy board on there.
Okay.
Simply because they've not, if they had it all filled out, but it's just such good practice in their first year. We've got some funky combs growing. They've done that before, haven't they?
Yeah, they've
But
always
it's on the outside. So most everybody's just either working or chilling right now.
Now, a quick question.
Yes, sir.
You know, they went through and already laid eggs once.
Oh yeah, lots of them.
Are
That's
they
all
going to go
honey.
into winter with eggs?
So that's all honey.
That's all.
All
honey.
Wow.
direct honey. And we've got some on this side, fair amount. It's now we can get
so cool.
You want to get a close up of that?
Let's see, just where it's just kind of the space that they were using. It's kind of for whatever reason they knew they weren't gonna fill it, and so that's what how it grew. And we may try to shape it up, because if you look down in there, you can see that how far it's encroaching over on this other one. So so something we really would try to work on next year. We may still find some brood. Usually they'll lay just a little bit through the winter.
Okay.
But not in big numbers, because they have to have enough pollen.
So is that capped?
Yeah, this is all capped honey. The other side is fully capped.
That is so cool.
So right now, I'd say between the two, we've got about 1.5 frames of honey for whoever's counting. This is all honey too.
Wow.
Not all capped down on my side. What about yours?
No.
About the same almost.
Yeah.
All.
Not quite capped out.
Yep. So that's, although it's not capped, it's all full of nectar. So we'll call that 2.5 frames.
Girls, you guys are doing good. Nobody's tried to get me yet.
I'm getting a little bit excited.
Yeah, they're going after Brett.
Yeah, they know who's messing with them.
As soon as he got out of his truck, there were two flying around him.
Yeah. So we got
Not capped on the bottom.
a little bit of pollen, so this just looks like a good place to find a queen, but this time of year when they're not laying a whole lot, she can really be anywhere.
She can blend in.
Yeah. So I'll just call that one another 1.5. So we have 3, 4 frames. Sorry, ladies. This is kind of creating a mess.
Oh wow.
Ow.
I'm trying to smoke a little walnut.
Lots of pollen. Yeah, watch out for the walnuts. Lots of pollen still over here, but a lot of honey.
So is that
was where-
pollen or honey there?
No, that's honey. Where
Okay.
I forget. I've not been this deep in that hive.
Yeah, we've never had it open this much.
So that's,
So that
they have really made it.
the funky comb.
Yeah, they have created a real
Isn't
issue.
that wild? Listen to them.
Oh yeah.
They're
so-
really humming now.
Yeah.
And really, for the number of bees, you probably have enough honey in here.
Oh really?
You probably
Awesome.
probably would not have to.
Ooh.
Probably
Hey ladies.
wouldn't have to put the candy board on, but
Why not?
I'm gonna suggest we do,
Yes, absolutely.
just because no sense in losing something
Yeah.
because the winter held on a little bit too long, or
Mm-hmm. And anymore, you never know what to expect
you
with.
got that right. We could then still end up with it's been quite a few years since we've had some good snows.
It
Yeah.
really has.
You can only,
Not since I've been back.
you can only ride the streets and averages so long.
Uh-huh.
Well, that was a nice, pleasant experience. Need to, it's going to be fun next year trying to get them to build up into that second deep. Because really what we'll want to do is get this comb straightened up.
Okay.
And the best way to do that is if they come out of winter really strong, we'll get them going quick. I mean, they'll fill out your others. We'll put another deep on, or a super, whichever. And when they start working on that, we can start taking some frames out as need be.
Okay.
Or just shaving those off and trying to make it.
Oh, you are a yellow jacket. Get off me.
Trying to make it a little more bee friendly. Hive beetle.
So that's not. I mean, I've read a lot of people fight hive beetles.
This is, I saw 2, and I know of none that are living. So there's one that got squished. So yeah, as far as that goes,
Okay.
hive beetles, you got everything. Everything looks good. Looks like it's gonna go into winter. Pretty good for a later swarm.
Yeah.
So
We did catch this one pretty late.
you got to be happy about that. And Natalie, as you were talking about the bunnies and changing feeders,
Mm-hmm.
next week, I'm gonna go ahead and
Yep.
put that off there, because really what they're doing now, they're not building any comb.
Okay.
If you saw on the far outside was the freshly capped honey. So if they're not building comb, it's about full anyway. So at this point, we'll get together and get your candy board made and
Okay.
get into them one more time.
What do I need to build a candy board?
Hardware cloth, 1/4 inch is best, because you want them to be able to come up through it.
Okay.
You put parchment paper down, you leave out just a little square, and then you just a wet sugar. And one of the advantages to that as well is the moisture, any moisture that you accumulate throughout the winter, that candy board, that sugar, it will help absorb that moisture.
Okay.
So
Because it ain't the cold that kills the bees through the winter.
they're
It's moisture, right?
Right. When bees live in Canada and
Yeah.
Alaska and even those short periods, yeah, it's the moisture that gets them. And a lot of people will use ventilation to help that.
Okay.
But I always worry. I mean, bees don't necessarily look for places that has ventilation, so I don't know how important that really is. But but when you see cutouts and stuff in logs, a lot of times you see parts that they've lived in at one time and they're not anymore, likely because it just wasn't favorable for some sort of season. So, but they're looking good. I'm excited for you. We're going into winter in good shape. So there is still some pollen out there. Look
I
at
was gonna
that.
say,
Look at that.
Yeah,
We're finding something.
good job, girl.
Yep. That's funny. Gotta love it.
But, yeah. So thank you guys for coming and inspecting the hive with us and checking that out. And nobody got hurt. All the bees were behaved.
Everybody was zipped up.
Yeah, everybody had their zippers fully closed. And as always, my friends, keep on keeping on because we love every one of you.